All right, well, welcome back. Here we are. We're actually out in the shop today. This is PS Custom Woodcraft Shop. So it's P&D's variety channel. Just happened to be in PS Custom's Wood Shop today, and we are continuing on with our MIG 15 popsicle stick. So we redid our body. The last video we had a problem with our body, so this one turned out a lot better. The next thing that we have to do with this is we got to kind of level it out. So we're going to run this across the belt sander and flatten off the edges and get it ready to put our adhesive pieces of paper on there. So I did change the picture of the MIG that I'm going to use. I didn't like the last one. This one has a little bit better of a shape. Still a MIG 15. I did glue up the wings, or what will turn into the wing, like we kind of talked about yesterday. I put those three pieces together to make the one big piece for the wing. And of course we still have our tail section. So here's what you got. Tail wing. And okay, I'm done. I'm just kidding. Okay, so let's get the belt sander rolling. We're gonna grind this down, make it nice and flat. All right, so you can see what we're doing. We're just kind of grinding down. We're gonna level all this off. That's all we're gonna do. Okay, so we got this pretty well flattened out. It's enough that I'll be able to go ahead and start making the mold of the MIG 15. So the next thing that I've got to do, get my handy dandy scissors out. This just happens to be a M1911 rubber band gun that I made. Just had it sitting out here for cool looks. Matter of fact, Dylan brought that out. So the next thing I got to do is I've got multiple copies of this piece of paper, all with the same images on it, and there's a couple of things that I've got to do. First one is I'm going to cut out the body. Now I've already made a F86 Sabre. I don't know if I mentioned that in an earlier video or not.
Hello.
And I can get a picture of it here one of these days and have it posted in this too. Of course, you know, or you may not know, MIGs and F86 Sabres were pretty good enemies during the Korean War. Alright, so this one will glue up on top. Now there's a couple of different ways I could have done this. I could have stacked my popsicle sticks this way, tall enough to make the MIG, and then place this here, and then the side piece will go on like that. But I wanted to see the lines of the popsicle stick coming through when we have this all put together. So now the next...
We're going to be here for a while.
A while. Alright guys, so I've already started gluing up the pieces. I don't know if you can see that. I got the tail wings on here. Of course my glue, it'll dry clear, but it doesn't really matter. I sand it all off. Tail wing, the upright part of the tail wing. I'm going to show you how I do it right now. I've got the body, or the main wings, that I'm going to glue onto here. And then we'll go and apply that to our piece of wood. Use just school glue. My son is aiming a 1911 at me.
They see it in the camera.
But it's a rubber band gun, so it's okay.
Yeah, you can see it in the video.
Cool. So I just apply my glue liberally to the piece of wood that I'm going to put this on. Thank you, Bobby Duke, for teaching us the word wood. Shout out to Bobby Duke Art. Awesome channel.
And Unspeakable.
And of course, Dylan loves Unspeakable. Alright, so we're going to put this up as close here.
Unspeakable has 3 channels.
Alright. Not the straightest in the world, but it doesn't really matter. This is all going to get cut. Alright, we'll set that off to the side, and now we're going to apply. Okay. Let those dry up. I do have BB-8. Isn't this funny? This is kind of the front view of the MiG 15. It makes a BB-8. Dylan just shot me with a rubber band. Alright, well, welcome back. Here we are. My cameraman's having some problems with the camera here, but we're going to go ahead and start cutting these pieces out now. They have dried up enough to where I can go ahead and cut them. Now some of them I'm going to cut on the scroll saw here, and the body and the main wing I'm going to cut on my bandsaw. Although I should really get new blade on there. It'll work though. Alright, so here we go.
I do not like that.
Safety first, everybody. Safety first. I suppose I can cut the wings out on this.
What kind of wood is that?
This?
Like the popsicle stick?
Popsicle sticks. It appears to be pine.
Really? Is that hard to do?
No. Especially not when you're trying to stay on lines. I mean, I'm just trying to get it close because I'm going to sand it all off anyways. I never make those shots. I don't even know why I tried.
Just for fun, that's why.
I made that one.
Another kind and forever.
Okay. Now we're going to go over here. Maybe not. Yep, that plug in. So here's what we got.
My legs are getting tight.
Hmm?
My legs are getting tight.
This is the rest of the tail section there, which will not stand up very well, but we will make it. And then we got our little rear wings here that we'll have to glue onto the sides like that. So that's basically the very beginning of my plane.
Oh,
My little rotary tool from Harbor Freight.
yeah.
Alright, so what we're going to do so what I normally do, huh?
I said, what language is that?
It isn't a language, it is more of a word of love.
A what?
A word of love.
Okay, that's very specific.
Word of love. I have to try and make these fit as best as possible to the whole plane. Sure.
You're not Indiana Jones.
Stuck to my finger. Alright, and the last piece we're just going to go ahead and put down in here. Should line up right there. It's on video. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Okay, that's that. Now we're gonna let this all glue up. The last thing I do, a bit more to the exact
Is this this?
This is this and that's that. Sometimes there's this and that, but never this, that, and that.
That doesn't make sense, but okay.
No, it doesn't have to. This is kind of an exciting piece. I'm grinding all that out to make the tail section. Okay, so we've got the rough cut of the MIG 15 done. I'm actually going to glue the wing into the fuselage now, and then I got to glue this little block in. This is going to be what I cut out of the middle to make the wing fit, and then we'll do some shaping. I'm going to have to add a little bit of wood in there to fill in the space, but that's okay. That's what happens, and we come to expect things such as this. So, good liberal amount of glue. And we'll let that set up, and then we'll shape it. Okay. Nubs up. At this point, I'm just kind of hand sanding it, doing some fine tuning. My sander sticks keep falling off, and basically all these sander sticks are is a paint stir stick that I put 80 grit sandpaper on. That one's a piece of a dowel. This is a jumbo popsicle stick with a lighter grit sandpaper on there, and this is a small piece of a dowel. All just different stuff. So here's a piece of a paint stir stick. All just so I can get down in these little crevices and do some extra shaping. Okay. Alright, well, this is the MIG 15 that I just got done putting together. Now I do have a couple more little things I gotta do. I gotta finish up doing the tail. I gotta just shape those a little bit more. But as you can see, it pretty much mirrors what's on this paper. And then, of course, this is the the wind's blowing like crazy out here. Let's take it in the shop. All right, well, there it is. That is the popsicle stick MIG 15 on top of the image of the MIG 15, next to the model of the MIG 15, also next to the type of popsicle sticks I used. All right, so I will compile all these videos and I will get it together so that you may see how all this went down. And if you guys like what you see here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, the like button. Well, if you like it, give me the thumbs up. If you want to see more of it, subscribe, hit notifications, and you'll get notified when I post more content. I would like to thank Ms. Beth Holcomb for recommending that I do this style of a video to illustrate the design aspects of how I do this with popsicle sticks. And all right, guys, until the next video, this is P&D's Variety Channel and PS Custom Woodcraft signing off.